Shalom Uvracha. How's everybody doing? Okay, today we're going to have a short shir on Hitbodedut. Now, I have to be honest with you. I'm not an expert in Hitbodedut. And what I might say now may be something that you've already heard. But I think it's important that we discuss it anyway. Why? We'll see. Hitbodedut is one of the essential pieces of Breslov, and Bichlal, one of the important things that Rebbe Nachman gave to this world is Hitbodedut. He's not the only one that did Hitbodedut. Talmidei Chachamim from years have been talking about doing Hitbodedut, the Rambam and the Ari, but Rebbe Nachman made it into something which became popularized. Now, let's learn together a little bit of one of Rebbe Nachman's Torahs. He talks about Hitbodedut, and we'll talk about a few important points of what to do and maybe what not to do, and hopefully it will help you as you start Hitbodedut. I think of all of the things that people get freaked out about Breslov, obviously Uman and Rosh Hashanah is one of those things. And by the way, if you haven't signed up yet to go to Uman, think about it for Rosh Hashanah. It's highly recommended. But Hitbodedut is something when people hear about it, what? I mean, you talk to yourself for an hour? It sounds a little bit weird. 45 minutes? An hour by yourself in the forest? About what? Who do you talk to? What's the point of it? And I have to tell you that that's very much my experience. But afterwards, everyone says that when Hitbodedut, it's like something, it's like Pringles. Once you start, you can't stop. I don't know if those of you that are from the States, crisps, for those of you that are from other places, locations, that Hitbodedut, once you start, you find it so important, it's so valuable, you can't stop. So let's explore exactly what Rebbe Nachman spoke about Hitbodedut and figure out how it relates to our lives. And everyone, even if you think you're not Breslov and you happen to be hearing this, what does it have to do with me, Hitbodedut? It has to do with everybody. Let's learn one couple of lines of one Torah from Rebbe Nachman who talks about Hitbodedut, and we'll see how it connects to our daily lives. In Torah Kaf Daled 24, in the second section of Likutei Moharan, Rebbe Nachman speaks about Hitbodedut very directly. He says the following: Mitzvah Gedolah, not to be besimcha, no. He says Mitzvah Gedolah. He says Hitbodedut. Sorry, that's the Torah before it. Hitbodedut hu ma'ala elyona v'gedolah min hakol. Rebbe Nachman says that Hitbodedut is a trait which is above and beyond all other traits. Wow, Rebbe Nachman, not simcha, not other things. No, Hitbodedut, says Rebbe Nachman. Dahainu likbo lo al kol panim sha'a yoter litboded levado be'ezeh cheder or be'ezeh sadeh. Says Rebbe Nachman that he should establish for himself, likbo, establish something fixed, an hour or more, to go by himself in a room or in the fields, the farech shichato beino leven kono, that he should talk to himself, between himself and the Ribbono Shel Olam. Now, what is this talking about? We know that we each have davening. 3 times a day, we have tefillah. And in fact, in Shomei Tefillah, in one of the brachot of the Shmona Esrei, we know that we have a place there to insert personal prayers. So if I insert personal prayers in Shmona Esrei, why do I need to also have Hitbodedut? It seems to be duplicative. So Hitbodedut is not formalistic davening. Hitbodedut is a conversation. It's as if I'm talking to a good friend and I'm saying, what happened to me today? Well, today I was at work and my boss came in and said, we've gotten a complaint about your work and let's talk about it. And let's say we had a nice conversation, a back and forth. I would feel a lot better after the conversation than just saying, you're not okay. There's a problem with you. Once we talk about it, once the words come out, I start to feel a little bit more ease. Let's say I have, God forbid, gotten into a fight at home with my spouse. And I'm feeling that, I can't believe this. She or he doesn't understand me. All the time I'm saying the same things, the same fights. If I go to Hitbodedut and I start to talk to Hashem, who understands everything about what happened to me, I feel somewhat better. Why? Not only because I get things off my chest. Really, Hitbodedut is really to get things off your chest, but also because Hashem is listening to me. And I realize that Hashem wants to listen to me, and He cares about me. And when I have a relationship with Hashem, where I go every single day, and I talk to Him, and I tell Him about what's going on with me, then we get closer. We come closer together. Just like if I talk, as I should, every day with my spouse, then we get closer. And if I talk every day with my child, then we get closer. And we want to be close to Hashem. I want to set up a time. Hashem, you're on my appointment calendar. Every day at 4:30 in the afternoon, or at 12 o'clock at night, or at 6 in the morning, or whatever it is that's comfortable for me. We're going to sit and talk. We're going to have an appointment. So, okay, now I've gotten to my appointment with Hashem. What do I say? That's it. That's just it. Rebbe Nachman explains that there isn't a certain formula for Hitbodedut. Some people feel like, well, I need to spend 25 minutes thanking Hashem. I need to spend 15 minutes talking about what I'm working on. There are things that we need to do in Hitbodedut, sure. But the most basic thing is to just be present with Hashem. Even if you just call out to Hashem, Ribbono Shel Olam, Ribbono Shel Olam, 1,000 times. That's also Hitbodedut. Even if you're quiet for the entire time, just spending quality time together. That's also Hitbodedut. A person, in order for them to really have Hitbodedut, has to feel like no goals in mind, no purposes. I'm getting to Hitbodedut and I just want to be with Hashem. Why? Because if I have goals, if I have pressure to say something specific, to cry, to shout, to yell, nothing will open up. My heart will stay closed. And I want my heart to be open. So I start saying, Rebbono Shel Olam, this is what happened to me today. And go over what happened to me today. Today I was at work. Today I was at home. Today I got angry at somebody. Today someone got angry at me. And once you start talking, things start to happen in Hitbodedut. Hashem, you wouldn't believe it, actually talks back. And He gives you understanding like, oh. But not if you're looking for it. Only if you really just relax and allow it to happen. Just go and just talk about it. And there's things that you can do in Hitbodedut that you can't do anywhere else. Let's say, for example, that I was really, really angry with my boss. And I wanted to give him what we call a piece of my mind. Let me give you a piece of my mind. Now, no one likes to get a piece of your mind. Trust me. I would like to talk to you about something. No one wants to hear that. But if you go into Hitbodedut, you can say the piece of your mind. Hashem wants to hear it. All of the anger, all of the strange things that you want to say. All of those things you can do in Hitbodedut. You can do funny noises. You can bark like a dog. You can do that in Hitbodedut. Why? Because you can just do whatever you want. Let go. There's a small child inside of each and every one of us that wants to let go, that doesn't want to think about what everyone else is thinking about us, that wants to just feel comfortable being themselves for a change. And we can do that in Hitbodedut. And actually, if we get our anger, our frustrations in Hitbodedut, not only will Hashem speak to us, but we won't take out our anger and our frustrations on our loved ones. And that's really a goal. If someone can speak to us and we can be calm enough to say, what are they trying to tell me? Instead of, because we've already gotten that out in Hitbodedut. And eventually we can get to a state where when we really get angry and we're starting to get upset, we can say, okay, listen, we'll talk about that in Hitbodedut. Right now, I'm going to be just, listening. And that's really the pleasure of Hitbodedut, is being able to just get out our most deepest thoughts and be able to say things that we didn't want to say to anybody. That today, I don't feel any love for my spouse. I don't need to say it to them and hurt them, chas v'shalom. I need to say that in Hitbodedut and talk to Hashem. Hashem, this is what I'm feeling. Hashem, I don't want to go to davening. Hashem, I don't want to learn Torah. It's not interesting to me. I don't know. I know this is a mitzvah that you have, but I don't want to do it. No, I said it. Manyan, why? Don't know. Let's think about it. Today in today's rat race, with cell phones and SMSs and WhatsApps and all of those things, when does a person really have time to think about things for themselves? You always say, when I'm on vacation, I'll start to think about things. But on vacation, you have a million things to do. You have places to go. You have to take care of your kids. And there's no time for just being yourself. And that's what Hitbodedut is all about. You and Hashem having a cup of coffee on a bench, somewhere where no one else can see you, having a chance to let out loose, let down your hair, let down your payas, let down your beard, let down whatever it is, and just be yourself. We so rarely have a chance to just be ourselves. Says Rebbe Nachman, if you'll be yourself, Hashem will be with you. Because then you'll be having the sweetness and the chen. People will look at you and you'll say, wow, you know what? Looks like you've done Hitbodedut today. So how do we start? Well, we start, as Rebbe Nachman says, by starting to set a kavua, a set time of Hitbodedut. Take 5 minutes, take 1 minute, take 15 minutes, but set it and don't move from it. Once you've set your 5 minutes, every day you have to have 5 minutes. You don't go to sleep until you've had your 5 minutes. And once you do 5 minutes, you'll feel like you want to do more, because it's being nachmad and na'im and pleasant. Give it a try. Hitbodedut is really cool. And I think that when you do, you'll find that your whole day changes. Let me know how it goes. We'll talk maybe more about Hitbodedut in the coming weeks. Kol Tov.